The Mountain with a Quiet Heart. English Story Level 1. In a faraway land beyond deep forests and winding roads, there stood a huge mountain named Oren. It was not the tallest mountain, nor the steepest, but it was the quietest. People said Oren had a calm heart, and that nothing ever disturbed it. Snow lay gently on its peak, and fog wrapped around its middle like a soft blanket. Travelers always felt peaceful when they walked near it. Evan, a curious boy from a nearby village, often stared at the mountain from his window. He felt drawn to it, as if the mountain were calling him silently. One morning he told his parents that he wanted to climb Oren. They laughed gently and said the mountain was safe, but the climb was long. Evan didn't mind. He packed a small bag with food, water, and his thick scarf, then set off toward the mountain. The forest at the base of Oren was quiet. Birds flew between branches, and the air smelled of pine and cold earth. Evan walked slowly, listening to the crunch of leaves under his boots. The deeper he went, the more peaceful he felt, as if the forest were guiding him toward something important. After an hour he reached the first slope of the mountain. The air grew cooler, and the wind brushed softly against his face. As Evan climbed, he noticed strange patterns on the rocks, lines that curved like waves and circles carved deep into the stone. They looked old, older than the village itself. Evan touched one of the carvings and felt a faint warmth beneath his fingers. It was surprising because the rock was cold. He wondered if the carvings had a meaning, or if they were messages from long ago. Halfway up the mountain he heard a low sound, almost like a sigh. He stopped and listened. The sound came again, deep and gentle. It felt as if the mountain itself was breathing. Evan did not feel scared. Instead he felt calm, as if the sound were comforting him. He continued climbing, following the quiet breaths. Soon Evan reached a small cave hidden by hanging vines. A soft light glowed from inside the cave, warm and golden like sunlight. Evan pushed the vines aside and stepped in. The walls of the cave shimmered as if touched by magic. In the center sat a giant stone shaped like a heart. It glowed softly, pulsing with a steady rhythm like a heartbeat. Evan's eyes widened. He realized this must be the quiet heart of Oren, the source of the mountain's peace. Each pulse vibrated gently through the air, calming everything around it. Evan felt his worries melt away. He sat down near the glowing heart and closed his eyes. The mountain's heartbeat echoed inside him, steady and warm. After a while Evan noticed something strange. The heartbeat slowed slightly, becoming softer and weaker. He looked around and saw cracks forming in the floor of the cave. Tiny rocks fell from the ceiling. Evan stood up quickly, understanding that something was wrong. The heart needed help. He ran outside the cave and saw that a large boulder had fallen nearby, blocking part of the mountain's natural wind path. The air could not move through the mountain properly, causing pressure inside the cave. Evan pushed the boulder with all his strength, but could not move it alone. He hurried back down the path, calling for help. When he reached the lower slopes, a group of villagers heard him and climbed with him back to the spot. Together they pushed the boulder until it rolled away from the wind path. As soon as it moved, a strong breeze rushed through the mountain again, clearing the air. The ground stopped shaking. Evan ran back to the cave. The cracks had stopped growing, and the glowing heart pulsed steadily again, brighter than before. The mountain's sigh returned, soft and peaceful. Evan touched the glowing stone gently and whispered, "You're safe now." The mountain seemed to hum in response. Evan felt a warm breeze circle around him like a gentle hug. He knew Oren had thanked him. When he climbed back down and returned to the village, the wind felt lighter and the air smelled cleaner. The villagers praised Evan for his bravery and kindness. From that day on, Evan visited the mountain often. He listened to its quiet heart, making sure it stayed strong and calm. And Oren, the mountain with the quiet heart, watched over him in return, steady and peaceful as always.